What's good, YouTube? We got top 10 teachers who got fired. Fucking check it out.
Grave here, and in today's video, we're going to be going through the top 10 teachers who got fired.
I had to stop my lesson, address that, and have a teachable moment.
And I hear a whole bunch of other kids in the background crying.
In the 10 spot, this one's actually kind of funny. This teacher had an angels and devils list. So she had a list of all the kids in her classroom, and she sorted them by angel, devil, or somewhere in between, based off of how they acted in class, if they were nice or just constantly causing problems. And it was eventually found that she had this list, and she got fired because of it.
This is the note labeled Homeroom Third Period An Actual Nightmare. A student at Autry Middle School saw this, took a picture, and shared what was on the note with parents. One parent says the substitute teacher described the black children as devils and white children as angels.
Moving on to 9, this one is wild from start to finish. This involves
fucking
a teacher
Karen
who
up
got
this
fired
bitch.
because she caught doing some things with her students. Specifically, she was caught sleeping with 2 students, 16 and 17 years old. Here's
Well,
where
you gotta
things
see
get
what
really
the teacher
messed up.
looks like
One of
first.
them was actually in her special
Is she
needs
bad?
education class, so he had some deficiencies and stuff like that. So she was really
She fucked a
preying on
SPED?
him, and on top of that, she was drinking and smoking with these kids and several others after school. And she also went to parties with some students. And this is
Bro, just imagine bringing your teacher to a fucking party, you fucking school stabbing fuck.
like the little cherry on top. She had just gotten married like a couple months before this.
Prosecutors say Hootling had with 2 students,
Yeah,
16
she's
and
fucked.
17 years old. And one of the students was in her special education class at Rochester High.
My understanding that his assignment to the classroom pertained to a reading
Is this a teacher?
deficiency.
As if the misconduct allegations
ugly.
aren't
What the
bad
fuck?
enough. Police believe Hootling was drinking and smoking with students after school.
Edinburgh, this one annoys
Yeah,
me. This
she's
involves
disgusting.
a 30-year-old teacher. He's a male, and his students, he overheard one time talking about Fortnite. They decided that, hey, we're going to squad up tonight after they get
Bro,
their
what the
schoolwork
fuck?
done. Because he just figured, you know, why not? He's 30. He's not, like, really that old, so he wanted to have some fun, play some Fortnite with the boys, I guess. And that's what they did. Except after playing for like 20 minutes or something like that, one of
He
the
ripped out his
students'
cock and made them
fathers
suck it.
apparently figured out and reported this to the school, and he ended up getting fired because of
Bro.
it. Now, is this probably against protocol? Yeah, but is it really that big of a deal that you need to fire the guy?
Bro,
I
you don't
think
gotta
so.
fire him. Like, what
40-year-old
the fuck?
Brett Belsky overheard his middle school students talking about Fortnite, so he said, "Get your schoolwork done, and I'll play a game with you as a reward." They played the game for about 20 minutes one evening, but a student's father found out and reported that teacher to the school. After review,
You can
he
tell
was
that
fired
dad
in
just
the
didn't get
fall,
enough
which he
dick.
plans
I mean,
to soon
fuck,
appeal.
didn't get
Why
pussy.
so harsh? Maybe a suspension would have been more appropriate.
In the 7 spot, this one's a little messed up. You've heard stories back in the day of when teachers used to go up and, you know, like hit kids' fingers or whatever with rulers and stuff like that to discipline them, make them start.
That's what's
acting
happened in
behaving
India.
right. Except that doesn't really come across very well nowadays. If you do that, you're getting fired immediately. And that's kind of what happened right here. Except things got a little bit more escalated than that. This substitute teacher was accused or got caught hitting 3rd graders with a ruler. Apparently, this teacher got really mad about something or something like that and just started whacking kids left and right. I think one of the kids got hit on the head,
What in
and
the fucking
this
school
woman ended
threat?
up being escorted off by security, and the kids went to the office and their parents came. It was a whole ordeal.
Me with the ruler.
And where did he hit you?
On the side of my head.
The school refused to say exactly how many students were hit, but by the time Jeremy called his mother
Yeah.
from the office, it was clear to her this was no mistake.
And there's Jeremy screaming, crying. And I'm like, what is going on? I hear
I'm not gonna lie. Some of those fucking substitute teachers are fucking bitches, bro. I'm not gonna cap. When I was in 2nd grade, I grabbed a wand, fucking, to my substitute teacher. You're a fucking bitch. I swear to God, I got suspended the next day. Fucking, bro.
a whole
I was a
bunch of
fucking
other
rebel
kids
child.
in the background crying too.
His mom says the principal confirmed Jeremy's story.
Security escorted the substitute teacher from the class.
Real quick, make sure you leave a like on this video and also subscribe to my channel.
No.
If you've ever
Fuck
had
you.
a teacher that you... Granted, if I was a teacher, I'd probably show up drunk every day too because I'd hate my life. But, I mean, you really can't do that or else you're going to get fired. And that's what happened here. This teacher, she got fired after showing up to school drunk. Not only once, but twice. And afterwards, they actually searched her car one of the times because she gave them permission, and there was literally the bottle that she had been drinking before she showed up there. So I don't know if she drove and was drinking at the same time also, or if
That's
she
actually kind of
showed
funny
up in the parking lot and started just downing it so that she could get through the day. I don't know.
Cane Bay High School teacher Rachel Henry.
Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? She looks like a Nancy. Bro, why is she like staring into my fucking soul like that, bro? She definitely needs some dick. What
Was
the
arrested
fuck?
for his second time in 2 months. The incident report from the first arrest shows administrators found a bottle of whiskey in her car after she gave them permission to search it. The district sent us a statement saying they cannot comment on a specific employee or their actions.
At number 5, this is probably one of the more controversial ones in this list. This involves a teacher who was doing a slavery lesson. And in this lesson, while she was trying to explain things, she decided to do a bit of a demonstration for like 30 seconds or something like that. Where she had kids lay down, specifically African-American kids lay down, and then like some people walking on their backs or something like that. I don't remember. It was kind of weird. But some people thought it was ridiculous that she was being fired, and then some people thought that she definitely should have been fired. So I'll let you watch and kind of decide for yourself, and you can let me know down in the comments.
Oh, they have a video for it.
Either way, though, she's now suing the school system for $1 billion. $1 billion. You heard that right.
I would have the phone ready at 911, so all I would have to do is hit send.
Patricia Cummings, a former New York City teacher, describing the death threats she received after a lesson here at Bronx Middle School 118.
A student decided to, I'm going to quote from the investigative report, waddle around the room, blatantly making fun of it to the point where I had to stop my lesson, address that, and have a teachable moment. And that 20 seconds of the teachable moment is what has changed my life.
In the number 4 spot, this one's pretty messed up. We've got a teacher who
you tried to reenact slavery. Like,
she does not work there anymore because
it's like the Civil War. You can't just fucking reenact that shit.
The reason for that was because she got pregnant and she wasn't married at the time. And the Catholic people there, they had a real problem with that. In fact, during the school year, she was instructed to hide her pregnancy. There was like a letter sent out explaining the situation to all the teachers unnecessarily. And on top of that, the priest told her to basically get rid of the baby at a certain point. And that she would keep her job that way. Now, the Catholic school then said that this wasn't the reason that she got fired, but it kind of seems like it.
Now, in her lawsuit against the diocese, Boland says in 2015 she was instructed to hide her pregnancy with loose clothing and goes even further. Boland says a humiliating memo about her being pregnant and unmarried went out to all staff, and she claims a priest associated with the school implied she might have been able to save her job if she had aborted the pregnancy. Boland says a church official referred to the abortion with the phrase "return to sender." Now, in a statement, the Archdiocese vigorously disputes all of those claims. Church leaders say Boland's contract wasn't renewed because of performance issues, not her pregnancy.
Moving through, we've got one that caused a lot of outrage in this community. This is another Catholic school, I do believe, that ended up firing a teacher of theirs because he entered into a same-gender marriage. And apparently, of course, that is against kind of like what they go for there. And
there's nothing wrong with sucking dick, bro.
It was a big thing, though, because this also was happening at another Catholic school nearby, and they didn't fire the guy, the other teacher there.
And tonight, Cathedral students and alumni are reacting to this news. One student tweeted out, "I am disgraced and angered. I will no longer be donating to Cathedral. We must stand up against the Archdiocese and demand change." Another student writes, "As a student of his, I am absolutely heartbroken and blindsided. I cannot stand to see such a great teacher leave under these circumstances." And on the other side, we are getting reaction as well. One woman writes, "If the teachers and parents don't agree with the teachings of the Bible, then they should not be part of these religious organizations."
At number 2, we've got another controversial one. We've got a teacher who is suing the school board now after he got fired for not using the preferred pronouns for a transgender student. The student was mad at this teacher because the teacher wouldn't call the student by the specific pronouns that they wanted, and he literally refused to. Like, he knew what they wanted but didn't want to do it, and ended up getting fired because of it. And like I said, now he's suing the school board.
The organization Alliance Defending Freedom is representing Peter Vlaming in court. Attorneys claim he did use the student's preferred masculine name, but avoided using pronouns because it offended his conscience. And they say that's his constitutional right. But school officials say the superintendent asked Fleming multiple times to respect the student's wishes, and when he refused, he was fired for discrimination on the basis of gender identity.
And finally, number one spot would be another teacher who got fired from a Christian school. She started working there. In fact, they reached out to her in the first place to start working there because they really needed a teacher and some stuff like that there. But after they figured out, after she had worked there for a while too, that she was swinging for the same team because of her social media and stuff like that they could see, and that she was going to some festivals and things, they ended up firing her.
Monica says when she started at the school, she was married to a man. They have a family, but now she's dating a woman and goes to pride festivals. When that word got out, the school decided to part ways.
I said, yes, it's true. They wanted to kind of keep it under wraps so that it wouldn't embarrass me or tarnish the school's reputation.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you...
Alright, man. I don't know what the fuck that was. Smash the like button, comment some other videos from you, react, and we out.